My name is Jackie Travers. I'm a visual artist based out of Manitoba. I'm a Anishinaabe from Lake St. Martin, Manitoba. I find my inspiration through stories. Like when I hear stories, when people talk and tell stories, I visualize like the story itself. So I'm always like kind of daydreaming, but I'm listening still when people talk. But I visualize pretty much everything I hear. And to me, I'm always thinking that would make a great painting. I like stories of people overcoming obstacles, difficult times in their lives, and reaching their goals, and just people turning their lives around into something beautiful. That's really inspiring to me. It used to be that I would get so excited when I had an idea for a piece that I would just like go right to it on the canvas. But now I'm finding as I get older that I want to think things out a bit more and really think about what I'm putting into my work. I've started sketching more, and so that's my first process is I sketch and I put the piece together and then I transfer it to the canvas. My favorite way of creating is to paint. One of my favorites is The Wind Whispers Your Name. That piece is about our missing and murdered Indigenous women and two spirits, but it could also be about anybody that's experienced loss of a loved one. The wind whispers your name. Say you're out in the bush or you're going for a walk and you feel a nice gust of wind and you're like, oh, I feel like, my lost loved one is there with me. Like it's just a reminder of someone who's made their journey to the spirit world, but they're still with you. Well, I lost my mom at a very young age. She was 27. I lost my auntie too. I only had one auntie. She was 17. So it kind of it's a tribute to both of them. So this piece is my mother's hair. Sweetgrass is braided in 3 sections representing mind, body, and soul. With this piece, I did it a little bit different from the way I normally work. I kind of did it more abstract, and I really like that style. Everything else is kind of different, but this back piece is different from my usual way of working. I just didn't want to be too literal. I wanted to try something different, and working with this company, I have the chance to do things differently, so I thought, why not? And this is like honoring our women. It's a big thing with me because I'm a mother to 3 daughters and my granddaughter. And as I said, I have been dealing with the issue making art around MMIWGS for a long time, almost 20 years. I know a lot of people that have passed and that are still missing, and it's a constant worry as a mother, as an Indigenous woman, that I lose a loved one or my own children, heaven forbid. So that's what that butterfly represents. The metamorphosis from being a caterpillar and turning into a butterfly. A lot of these young girls never get to have that metamorphosis. Their lives are cut short and they're taken far too soon, so they never get to be a beautiful butterfly. Especially becoming a grandmother has made me realize, time is fleeting. So, and also that, I want to make my grandchildren proud. So, makes me think of that, like my legacy, what do I leave behind for them? My work is centered around a lot of the women's teachings, and I really wanted to honor women with this work, because I'm an Indigenous woman, I'm a mother to Indigenous daughters, and I feel that our women deserve that. She's playing her drum and she's having some quiet time with Grandmother Moon. The moon is very specific to Indigenous Anishinaabe culture. For one thing, she's known as our grandmother. We have a full moon ceremony every month to honor her and to cleanse and to pray. This is another piece. This is with the Four Medicines one. This is the cedar. Cedar goes on the front. Cedar is strong medicine used for protection. And then here is sage. It's the Western doorway. And I had put some quotes here that I wanted to use, like, I release all that serves me no purpose. And that's what I see sage as being, a medicine for, to burn it and to let go of negative energy and stuff that just no longer serves any purpose in your life. And sage is good for that. I was raised in the foster care system, and I aged out of it. And then from that point, I went into the criminal justice system. I was caught up in that for a good portion of my life, for 12 years. After changing the way I did things and deciding that I was gonna focus on art and become an artist, like, it never ever dawned on me that I wouldn't be an artist, but I knew I had to get that stuff out of my system and become the person I was meant to be. That took a long time, like, to break free from cycles of abuse, addictions, and also kind of my own frame of mind, thinking that maybe that's where I belonged, you know? Knowing that I deserved better was really, you know, to actually tell yourself, you know what, you deserve better. Some people just don't believe it, eh? Breaking free from those types of thoughts, because we tell ourselves that, you know, because we've been told that enough times that we start to believe it. So just saying, nah, I'm done living that way. I deserve better. Legend has it, if you capture a butterfly, it will carry your wish to creator and your wish will come true. I had made a stop motion animation for our women that were missing, and my wish was that our women wouldn't go missing and that our families would get justice and that this would just stop happening to our women. So that's my wish. You know what, I haven't drawn in so long because I paint now, right? But I first started out drawing as a kid. That's all I did. I used to have like blisters on my fingers from drawing so much, from holding the pencil and the markers and that. So it was nice to go back into this work and do some drawing. It's been a long time since I drew. Actually, Ash reached out to me, so I was quite surprised when I got a message on my website. I was like, do I answer right away, or does that seem too desperate? No, maybe I'll wait. But what if he changes his mind if I wait too long? Oh, I didn't know what to do. But I think I gave it a day, and then I responded. I was just like floating on a cloud all day. I remember Mondetta as a young girl growing up in Winnipeg, and I remember reading about them in the paper and feeling a sense of pride that this company was from Winnipeg, you know, that it started here in Manitoba. And I was like so proud to be from Winnipeg when I saw that, you know, they were doing so well and they got international, and there was so much success behind the story of the company. So for me to be, I never ever thought, you know, as a young girl reading the paper, thinking that, you know, I would have an opportunity with Mondetta. So it's just, it's awesome. I'm so happy.